both bakers. It is almost summertime, so you know what that means. It is ice cream time. Now I have 5 brand new flavors for you, and the theme is ice cream from all around the world. So I want you to stay tuned to see if I do an ice cream from your country. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so before we get this party started, the recipe for this ice cream can be found on biggerbolderbaking.com. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, ice cream. We're going to start out by making our base. Now it is really easy. It is just 2 ingredients and you don't need an ice cream machine. You're just going to use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. Now we want to go ahead and pour in some whipping cream into our machine. Now we're going to mix this up on a medium speed until we get soft peaks. So now the cream that you want to use for this is double cream or whipping cream, anything that whips up nice and thick. You can't use powdered cream for this ice cream. Okay, so it's been whipping up for around 3 to 4 minutes. It's nice and soft. So this is the stage where we add in our next ingredient. Now our next ingredient is condensed milk, not evaporated milk, condensed milk. Now, if you can't buy this, I have a video of how you can make it. It is really easy, and all it is milk and sugar simmered down together to get this lovely thick mix. So you just want to go ahead now and pour it into your cream. So you want to make sure your condensed milk and your cream are really cold when you're making this ice cream because it will whip it up so much better. So now at this stage, you can add in some vanilla extract if you like. Once that's in there, you're going to turn your machine back onto a medium-high speed, and we're going to whip this up until you get stiff peaks. Okay, lovely. Now this has been whipping up for around 3 to 4 minutes. It's nice and stiff. So let me show you what your texture should be. Just like this, stiff peaks, it holds a nice shape. This is what you want. Okay, now we have our ice cream base. Now we're going to start to make our flavors. So for our first flavor, we are taking a trip to Italy and we're going to make tiramisu ice cream. This flavor was inspired by Helena, who left a comment on YouTube. So we're going to start out in a medium-sized bowl. Into your bowl, add in your ice cream base. So next is an essential ingredient for tiramisu, and it is coffee. Now I like to use dissolved granulated coffee because it has a really strong flavor. Just go ahead and pour that in there. Oh my gosh, that is dark. It's going to be really rich. Yum. So now the cakey part of a tiramisu are ladyfingers, and I crushed a few up and I'm going to put them in there. They're really nice in this ice cream because they kind of soak up the ice cream and get nice and soft. Next is one of my favorite flavors, grated chocolate. Now you have to have chocolate when it comes to tiramisu. It kind of balances out the coffee. It's going to be really lovely. Then just go ahead and mix all your ingredients together. So I do have a little bit of a tie to Italy because Gemma is actually an Italian name. I am named after a saint, which makes perfect sense to me that I would be named after a saint. Okay, so this is nice and mixed up. Now we're going to go ahead and add it into our ice cream tub. Now these ice cream tubs are available on my website and they're really handy to have, and they're disposable, so they're great. Now just go ahead and fill up your tub with your ice cream. So now, because I love to decorate all of my desserts, I'm going to sprinkle over a few cookie crumbs crushed and then a little bit of extra chocolate, just so you can see exactly what flavor it is. And then, of course, I have my stickers. Now these are also available on my website to download. You just want to go ahead and stick it on the front. Now I absolutely named this ice cream Tiramisu Delicioso because it's Italian. Now we're going to pop this into the freezer. It's going to take minimum 4 hours to freeze. And if you don't eat it really fast, it will last in your freezer for up to 2 weeks. So for our next flavor, Laura asked for banana ice cream. So I thought we would hop over the pond and make a Banoffee Pie ice cream. Banoffee is a combination of banana and toffee, so you just know it's going to be delicious. So into a medium bowl, we're going to mash up banana really nice and fine. Then we're just going to go ahead and, like the others, add in some of our ice cream base. Next, we're going to add in some digestive biscuits. Now it is what's traditionally used in the Banoffee pie, but if you don't have digestive biscuits, you can always use graham crackers or any kind of a plain cookie. Next is our toffee part. So here I have some sauce. It's yummy and creamy. I'm going to drizzle that generously on top. You can use store-bought or homemade, that's up to you. Oh, delicious. And then what we're going to do, just like the others, is fold all the ingredients together. So what I like to do is keep a few of those swirls of caramel because it looks really good in your end result. So now we're going to take our tub and fill it up. Fill it up all the way to the top. And then of course we have to have a sticker. So just to give it a little bit of extra oomph, I'm going to put over a little bit more caramel sauce because you can never have enough, and some slices of fresh banana. Now this ice cream I called bold Banoffee pie because it definitely is that, loaded with bold flavors. Now this recipe actually makes around 2.5 tubs of ice cream, so you're going to have plenty to go around. Okay, I'm going to pop this guy into the freezer. So Japan is our next stop, and we're going to make a very popular matcha ice cream. And I want to say thank you to Ashley for the great request. So into our bowl, we're going to add in our ice cream base. Next, we're going to add in our matcha powder. Now matcha powder is ground up green tea, and it has kind of an earthy, kind of a minty flavor. It's actually really, really good. And then just fold your powder in, and you'll see it start to turn a lovely green color. So you can see by now how easy it is to customize your own flavors. So you don't have to make the flavors that I make. Come up with any kind of combination that you like. It is just so simple. Lovely. So once it's all combined, into our tub we go, all the way to the top. I love how this ice cream is really lovely and thick and holds that lovely ribbon. And then pop on your label. Now I have to say Kevin named this one, and it is called Moment of Zen Matcha. It's going to taste delicious. Now our next flavor you're going to love, so wait until you see where we're going next. So our next stop on our culinary journey is India, where we are going to make a kulfi ice cream. Now this kulfi ice cream, I'm going to put a lot of pistachios in it and some spices, but you can get it with kind of tropical fruits. It's really lovely, kind of a floral perfumed ice cream. So into our bowl, we're going to add in our ice cream base. Next, we're going to add in one of my favorite nuts, which are toasted pistachios. You want to make sure that they are toasted so you get that extra flavor. Into this, we're going to add in some ground cardamom. Like I said, it has kind of a floral flavor. It's really nice. Then next, we're going to add in some saffron. Now, if you want to leave this out, you can. As you can see, I dissolved it in a little bit of water so you get the flavor out of the strands and you get lovely color too. And then all I'm going to do is just mix these together. Now, some people like to put rose water in their kulfi ice cream, and you can do that no problem. It'll make it taste really good. So I get a lot of requests for Indian desserts. Priya asked for this one, and I'm glad she did because it's a really lovely ice cream. So we have made a lot of ice cream on Bigger Bolder Baking, but I want to hear from you what flavors you want to see coming up, and we'll try and get them made. Once it's all mixed up, into our tub. So this might seem like a funny flavor of ice cream, but it's nice and spicy with all the nuts and everything. It's really good. Now for a little bit of extra decoration, I'm going to sprinkle on some chopped toasted pistachios. We're going to call this ice cream Kulfi Dream. I have to say I'm pretty excited to try this one because I love pistachios. Now I know we've made a lot of lovely flavors already, but I think I might have saved the best one for last. For our next flavor, we are going to bring it home to the United States and make a Neapolitan ice cream. Now, Neapolitan ice cream is a lovely combination of strawberry ice cream, vanilla, and chocolate. Crystal requested this one, and I'm glad she did because it's one of my favorite flavors. So we're going to start out with our chocolate ice cream. I have some melted chocolate here at room temperature. It's not too hot. And then I'm just going to take some of our ice cream base and then just gently fold it into the chocolate. And as you can see, it will blend all the way throughout. Just keep on folding, mixing it all in. So now at this point, move swiftly and combine the chocolate with the ice cream base, because you want to make sure your chocolate doesn't set. Keep on mixing until it's like this, lovely and brown. Okay, great. That is our yummy chocolate flavor. Now we're going to move on to our strawberry flavor. So for this flavor, all you want to do is blend up some strawberries to get a lovely puree at the end. And then to this, we're going to fold in our ice cream base. Then in another bowl, just add in some plain ice cream base. Okay, so this is the fun part. In our tub, we're going to take a spoonful of each flavor and layer them all up. Now what we're going to create is this lovely ripple effect. So when you go to scoop it, you can see all of the flavors and get a little bit of a taste of each one. Keep on going, layer upon layer of delicious ice cream. Now this ice cream is very aptly named Triple Treat Neapolitan. It's going to be so delicious. I'm going to pop them into the freezer and let them get nice and hard. Once your ice cream is frozen, it is time to scoop yourself a big serving. No matter what country you are from or your favorite flavor, I guarantee you there's an ice cream here for everyone. So here's the deal about No Machine ice cream. It is so easy to make. You just need 2 ingredients and you can make any flavor that you want. I know that you're really going to enjoy this recipe. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you back here next week for more Bigger Bolder Baking. Just killing it today, you guys.